Hi everyone. Today I'm going to share my project with the topics or the resource pedagogical practice. Today I'm going to show some essential things about my projects and the acquisition with the inclusion societies and the new thinking about it about the all the students and principal knowledge about the each phase phrase about the different parents, so it's essential to the comprehension the new things. Um, First of all, I'm going to the speaking about the institution. The name of the institutions is Institución Educativa Belo Horizonte. The institutions is public. The infrastructure is to have two problems with inclusions and different topics with include the different perspective or relative about the all the students. In each classroom, there are more than 35 students in and the students have teachers are not qualified to teach and improve your language or your knowledge every day. And so it's really hard to understand the best ways about the teacher and acquisition the best ways or best perspective about this part. And so some topics don't rely about the context or the situation with the students, so it's really important. In some rooms, and the technologically screened, uh, is there many technology screen, but there aren't in operation. It's really full about the situation to obtain more thing about the knowledge about the technology or the innovation with the classes. So it's really important to institutions get right of the situation about the involved about all the problems. The number of the student made is very difficult to the teachings in the each classroom because 35 students in the 2 3 the afternoon is really hard to explain because it is really hard to the teach in these times, and so the comprehensions or the different teacher about the teaching is really hard for these reasons. In the other ways is really hard to the teachings because I've wanted to the teachings with the technology research. I haven't have any research technologically or innovations or the artificial intelligence is essential to the comprehension or the practice your pronunciations or your speakings is essential with to work and artificial intelligence. And the second part, my project, the name of the project sorry is teaching based on lived experience and daily context. Teaching based of lived experience and daily context is important because it's made to the learning meaningful and relevant to the students. The students remember when the situation this happened with the real life and understand the best ways all the situation or when the teacher tried to explain each different teachings when they prepare or the methodology with the practice. You really take it easy to the chase about this part. And so when the lesson connect with the situations and that the student know from home, school, scholarly kid with the students, explain the best ways about this part and help to the guides about this situation and the students' behavior is really different about this part. And they can understand concepts more easily and remember them for longer. This approach activities student prior knowledge, encourage motivations, and help them more engaged with the class. If the class have the opportunity to include more technology, is take it easy about explaining. So it's essential to reflect on their own experience. Additionally, it promote critical thinking about the each student and prepare a student to prepare a student to solve real life situations, and the student can solve with the real life in the content. So it's essential to the learn more knowledge and different things. And this part, this my poster about the project. El teachings based on the life experience and daily context is really important for me because from my perspective, I've learned more knowledge about this context and about situation, because when I try to remember all the knowledge about the situation, all the characteristics about the all the situation, and I remember all knowledge with this situation or this context. For example, the first activity, initial assessments of the student vocabulary levels. This activity turned out to be quite simple and as didn't require much prior study. We focus on the base topics they were expected to their grade levels, although many still had difficult with them. For that reasons, I decided to introduce new concepts related to the topics. I have planned in the first phase on the activity. I designed these activities around general themes that incorporate new ideas will I reinforce they have already learned. And so it's essential for from my perspective initial assessment of the student, because uh, I was practicing 2 year ago, so I don't remember what is the level today. The student is really hard to me to recognize this pattern. So initial assessment helped me to understand or to the guides about the level of the students, and I can consider the best ways about this part into the assessments or infrastructure with the base with acquisition the second language is totally different with the first language. Red writing activities, brainstorming, vocabulary, activation, and idea organization with their speaking. Motivation was the fundamental part of the activity. When the students first received the instruction, they said it was very easy and that they understood everything perfectly. This helped increase their motivations while completing the task, and they felt confident and capable in most classrooms. And so, in this part, it's essential to the brainstorming vocabulary and activation every day when I try to the opportunity to guide the students with the process. And so, it's really important for me to the says I don't like to the student food produce and the daily life food. For example, apple, orange, sandwich, pizza, and the other products is necessary to the incorporate to the body. And so it's essential to explain about this situation and recognize lie and don't like the situation or the concepts or perception about the easy student. For example, let us is a vegetable don't like the majority of the students. So lettuce is the wrong people to the food and to the and so the one student explained the letters is perfectly for him for health because health understands about the body and the health condition and the produce more required than pizza or sandwich. And so for he explains when the lettuce is really important for them than pizza or sandwich. And so it's essential. Descriptive adjective. In general, the activity is turned off to be very enjoyable because they were completely different from the usual ones. Each student could see things from their own perspective and describe themselves based on their behavior or the face feature. Descriptive adjective is essential to the each student. Descriptive adjective from myself, for example, is essential to they remember all the vocabulary with the practice. For example, I'm tall, I'm slim, or I'm fat, or I'm happy, or I'm sad. It's essential to the student describe the best way about this part. Learning based on the daily context emotion. I have always emphasized that I want to include their context from the student and feeling which they can express through each activity is important to mention that is a lot of them analyze to their own behavior in different situations and reflect on the motivation then bring to the each plan, task, or activity. So it is essential to the comprehension that this part emotion has been important to improve language about the expressions or situation in the real life in the context. Emotion has been essential when you try to explain or reflect yourself about your principal strength or weakness about the emotion. And so it is essential to the comprehension, the new part. And so the finally is my project, sorry, he is guiding me to the understand about the teaching based on the life experience and daily context is essential to guide about the students and the guide with the institution and the new project guide and the all the situation implementation the new thing. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. I'm gratefully for the opportunity to share today. Thank you.